I think myself and the chat agreed with you.
Okay, good.
Because it's dickish and redundant. Obviously, you were just saying. You just said it. And now, yeah, people are actually just saying, like, they don't care about the face cam, they just want Jessie. And I agree. Anytime Jessie's here...
So they want a boob cam.
She make... Well, no, I think they were saying in lieu of face cam, they'd rather
just have her
Jessie.
here.
And I agree.
Yeah.
She makes not only the stream, but our lives brighter.
She's very entertaining. She doesn't want to believe it, but she's very entertaining.
It's true. Jay, come to Scotland.
Okay. Bye. I'm on my way.
Jay, where you going? You're coming?
I'm going to Scotland.
Oh, okay.
I would love to go to Scotland. I'd love to go somewhere.
Yeah.
I haven't traveled nearly enough in my life.
I recommend it.
Have you been to Scotland?
Traveling.
Oh, traveling.
I have not been to Scotland. I have been to a couple countries in Europe, and it's really awesome. You know why? It's very old.
Yeah.
Europe is way older than America.
Mm-hmm.
They have some shit. Also, kind of tiny.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was in Texas, we were talking about, like, Texas is like the size of Europe. So, you know, not only do you see really old shit, but you can go to a bunch of different countries in the same day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully in the future I'll get to travel a little bit more.
Fuck!
We'll do,
The most I did this year was I went to California for a few days. Because I wanted to travel somewhere. And I wasn't going to be able to go to, you know, someplace crazy. I go to California for a couple days.
If we find a reason to justify it, much like Adam Sandler does with his movies, you know, this is why, Jay, it's very important to establish some sort of live show.
Okay.
Because then you have an excuse to travel everywhere.
But I don't want to travel places and do work.
Well, no, but then you schedule the shows like a week or so apart, so you get days just to take in the city. But then it's still technically for work, so it's all a write-off.
Okay. I can get behind that.
Yeah. Yes, RLM equals the new Adam Sandler. Listen, as long as you make good stuff, I'm not shitting on Adam Sandler for wanting to travel whenever he makes a movie. I'm shitting on him for making bad movies while traveling.
For using the making of a movie as an excuse to travel someplace interesting. That's what he does.
No, but I'm saying that's fine.
You'd be okay with that if the movie was good.
If the movie
compensated.
Yeah.
But it's clear that he doesn't care.
Right.
And that's the thing.
Right.
It is just a paid vacation for him.
Yeah. Where, you know, if he wants to go to Hawaii to shoot his next movie only because he wanted to visit Hawaii, but it turns out it's a really funny movie based in Hawaii, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
How you doing, Rich?
Oh, okay.
Are you doing the Gauntlet right now?
Yeah.
Oh. The Gauntlet. These are tough. Says Rich. Consider taking Best of the Worst on tour. We talked about this last time when Jack didn't understand copyright. It would be a logistical nightmare. Obtaining the rights to screen these movies.
Yeah. You know what movie I think might be public domain is Rotor, because apparently Riff Tracks just released a riff of Rotor,
Really?
like with the video accompanying it. So they're able to sell that, so I'm guessing it's public domain.
Sure. Okay. All we need is 2 more, Jay.
But my joke when I found that out was, I wonder if they got bombarded with people saying, Best of the Worst already did this.
No, we're not
the
that
Mystery
popular.
Science Theater people.
Right?
Mystery Science Theater already did this.
That would be really funny.
Yeah.
But Sigh. So that's it, Jay. We get 3 movies, 3 public domain movies, and we can travel the world. The same 3 movies every night for a month.
Oh God, I think I'd lose my mind if I had to watch Rotor every night for a month.
Well, no, not every. You'd have to watch it 4 times.
That may be too many.
Because you'd have to watch it once a week and then have basically the same conversation live.
Yeah.
About it once a week. And then we could have a month in Europe. Or we would have to find 12 public domain movies. I think it's doable. Guys. I guess what I'm saying is we're working on it. We are doing some amount of work on it.
It's a top priority.
0 is some.
Stop working the new Plinkett review.
We have to travel Europe with Rotor.
That's funny.
Hey, you're fine. You're fine. Okay.
Oh, someone is Bo Zuka is saying Doug Benson and Greg Proops do movie commentary live shows.
Oh yeah.
And they do weird, crappy old movies too. Well, I'm sure they're public domain. Or they have somehow secured the rights to live showing of them. Or they're scamming. Oh, apparently Year of Glad knows a shit ton about copyrights, so we'll just talk to him about it.
Okay.
Does he know like a super lot?
That's what he said. Like a super very much.
Okay.
Greg Proops from Whose Line Is It Anyway? Not Greg Probst, the host of Survivor.
Oh.
Or that's Jeff Probst.
I don't know.
I don't know. Also, I don't know if that's true. Maybe it is the host of Survivor. And Doug Benson.
He's well known for his comedy.
I don't know anything about him. He maybe he gets high all the time while filming Survivor.
I know Doug Benson. I know who he is.
He gets high all the time.
Oh, does he?
That's his shtick.
Oh. But he has a movie podcast too, right? I think he does.
Maybe. Getting Doug with High.
What is that?
That's his podcast, isn't
No,
it?
he has a movie podcast.
Does he?
Yeah.
Also, doesn't he have a... He has a thing called Getting Doug with High.
I have no idea what that is.
In which people get high with him and then they have a podcast about it.
Oh. No, this is a different one then. Let's do multiple podcasts.
TCL P999. Thank you for subscribing. I also say that as if I'm talking to Jay because he looks really confused whenever I say your username.
What are you saying now?
We really appreciate it. Doug loves movies.
Doug loves movies.
Doug
That's
loves
it. Yeah.
movies. Is getting Doug with high a thing? That's a real thing.
Are you sure?
Doug Benson is well known for getting high.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this before.
Someone's gonna say it's a thing, or they're gonna fuck with me. Yeah, okay, someone watches Getting Doug. Oh,
Okay.
but apparently it's bad. It's a bad show. I just know the name. I've never listened to either of them.
Ah.
Apparently the over the weekend, I saw a lot of family who I don't see very often or converse with very often.
Sure.
And so a lot of the weekend was trying to explain to them what I do with my time.
Well, that's always the best.
It's really hard. But thanks to movie podcasts, it's a little easier because everyone kept on mentioning, and I have yet to listen to one, but how did this get made?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I really like Paul Scheer as a comedian. And I just haven't listened to it because, I do stuff.
It can be entertaining depending on the movie they're talking about. Sometimes their confusion or frustration about the movies comes across a little phony to me.
Oh, sure.
But it can be fun.
Okay. I'm going to take a moment here and say Unpowerful Raindrop. Thank you for subscribing. We super appreciate it. But yeah, that's what everyone, a lot of people were saying, oh, like this. And I was like, sure, yeah.
So that's interesting that they would know what that is.
Podcasts are big.
I didn't realize that particular one was that big.
Yeah, maybe it's just my family.
I was going to say, yeah, if I tried to say that to my family, they just look at me funny.
Listen, I got that a couple times. Mostly from Jake's new wife side of the family, who are all farmers. They're ranch hands. And, you know, they understand what it is to make a movie and whatnot, but then, you know, internet videos are, let's just say, not as prestigious. So. Oh, it's fine. Jay, have you seen The Brave, directed by Johnny Depp?
No?
I've also never heard of it.
I don't think I've even heard of it. Brave, directed by Johnny Depp. No. Is this a more recent movie? I honestly don't think I've ever heard of it.
The Brave? I've never heard of this. So... sorry?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
A lot of movies get made.
It's true.
And a lot of those movies are... Oh my god. Josh Vince said he subscribed a half an hour ago and we didn't thank him. Jesus Christ! We apologize, Josh.
This gross oversight.
Yes. It happens every once in a while. Josh, thank you for subscribing. We really do appreciate it, even though we didn't say thank you right when you subscribed. Do you see these chickens dancing? That's just for you, dog. That was the Josh Vince chicken dance for subscribing.
What?
Dick the birthday boy, that is not true. We thanked you when you subscribed. You've been a subscriber for a long time. We thanked you. Oh, now everyone's saying when they subscribed.
You gotta take your time and do them all. All of them, Jack.
All of our subscribers, you have no idea how thankful we are. We really, really do appreciate it. So much so that we gave you a pizza roll. Or whatever.
You ever thank me for not subscribing? Thank you. Who said that?
That's funny.
Mr. Idiot Man?
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Idiot Man, for not subscribing.
We will play Dr. Mario with Mike one of these days. That is a real thing that will happen.
Oh, sure.
For anyone asking about that. Whoa. Whoa, Rich. That was a close one. Oh, someone is asking when the next Blinker review is. Guys,
There's been a slight delay. It's gonna be the day after tomorrow.
it'll be Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
And ironically enough, the movie being reviewed is the day after tomorrow.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Sometimes Jay Bowman is so quick.
This is why I make the big bucks.
Ah, nice. Nice. Does Plinkett exist in the prereq universe?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
We don't have a universe, guys.
No, prereq and best of the worst exist in the same universe because it's just
Us.
people.
us.
Yeah. There's no characters.
we Prereq has no fictional universe.
Right.
So then I'm sure there is a Mr. Plickett.
This isn't like Game Station, which took place in the Aliens universe.
Right.
Aliens like the movie Aliens? Yeah. Okay, sure. Why not?
Are you spoiling to them that we're shooting this next one on the Game Station set that was actually never thrown out? Because we wouldn't want to spoil that. That's going to be a surprise, Rich.
Hold on, I'm doing complicated dodging, platforming maneuvers.
Nice. By the way, one of the cheapest moves ever is that you can't get hurt while holding someone.
No, it's invulnerability frames. It's fine.
It's a bit cheap because I will do that. I will just grab a hold of someone and hold on for longer than I normally would just to make sure I don't get hit by shit.
Then you're exploiting it.
It's there.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
All right. So far, so good.
You're rocking it. How long does this game take to beat?
6 hours. We might not do it tonight.
Okay. I mean, yeah, if it takes 6 hours, we're probably not doing it tonight. Or we will. Fuck it. We stayed up far too late on Sunday.
Oh, yeah?
Man, Jay, we had a great time.
That's good.
We started playing Pictionary. We started playing MS Paint Pictionary.
Oh, that sounds great.
Where I would think of a movie title and then crappily draw it in MS Paint. And the chat would have to guess what movie I was drawing.
The chat was fucking uncanny.
They got it so quick.
Oh, yeah?
You wouldn't believe how quick. And the drawings were shit.
They got Big Trouble in Little China. Jack drew 2 boxes.
One was
was bigger than the other.
Bigger, and I circled the bigger one.
Oh, okay.
Huh. We will do another overtired drunk Pictionary night. Absolutely. Just because that was super fun.
Fuck you!
And Rich and I have been given a ton of gifts on Steam, and so maybe... Oh, this is great. And I don't know about you, but I've gotten doubles. I've gotten a bunch of games as doubles.
Just a few.
And so maybe next time we do overtired drunk MS Paint Pictionary...
Whoever wins gets the...
Oh, that's a great idea.
We'll give away some of our duplicate games.
Oh, that sounds like a wonderful idea.
Yes. Because I had... And I mean, I was loopy as shit, but I remember laughing. I remember laughing so loud I thought I woke Lisa up. It was terribly fun. And of course, it was 1 in the morning and been traveling all day, but it was awesome.
You were slap happy then.
I was a little slap happy.
That's the best.
And then I decided it would be a really good idea to have a couple glasses of wine while I'm doing it. Because then it's like, then as soon as I'm done, I'm going right to bed.
Yeah. That's how that works.
Plug the stream group. Prereq has a stream group, guys.
What does that mean?
It means if you have a Steam account, which is free to get, you can join the Steam group. Rich, are you on it yet?
I think so.
Rich and I are on the stream group. It's a previously recorded stream group, and we're going to do written game reviews. We can upload our game reviews to it. We can chat with other members while in the group. It's a super great fun time. There is also a Red Letter Media message board stream group. So you should join the message board and be part of that group too. We'll be all part of all the groups. It's super fun. Rich, don't turn into a chicken.
I don't have the double jump yet. Okay. Sorry, I'm concentrating.
Do it. Who's admin? I don't know. The guy who made the prereq stream group is admin. Omni, I want to say his name is. And I'm an admin. And if Rich joined, he'd be an admin. And I think OctoJ is an admin of that group too. Whoa. Is he saying stream? Did I say stream?
You keep saying stream. Do you mean Steam?
I do mean Steam.
Okay.
I'm drunk. Which is not true. But
it's always true.
there is a previously recorded Steam group that you should all join.
was created without our knowledge or consent.
It was, by the way, which I didn't know how to feel about until I realized I would have to do less work. And then I felt...
It's like there's a Red Letter Media Tumblr, and we have nothing to do with it, but
Yeah.
they're always updating it.
So, thanks. So, thank you, Omni, for creating that and making me an admin, so... And OctoJ Ismon, great. And thank you, OctoJ. Thank you, OctoJ in general. You make my life easier. Oh my god. Do you have to be a chicken for that?
No, I'm just a chicken at the moment.
Oh my god. It's great. Ah, it's great.
Holy lord.
Right?
That's some of
Platforming puzzles.
some of the easier stuff.
Right? Super fun. Oh, speaking of platforming puzzles, something I wanted to plug. It's nothing of my own, but but it's something that I'm a little excited about. Tommy Ray Refines, however you say his name, the guy who did all the programming for Super Meat Boy, is holding a 3-day charity stream tomorrow and the 2 days after tomorrow. To raise money for his mother or something, in which he's going to just walk across games that have giant maps. And for anyone who's played Super Meat Boy, knows that it's one of the greatest games ever made.
Is he the like skinnier guy of the two that was in the documentary?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you saw Indie Game the movie, he's
Yeah.
the skinny bald guy with glasses, so of course I have an affinity for him. And so he's doing a charity stream to raise money, and you should all support that because he made a fucking awesome game. And that's it. That's my plug. Someone, Mr. Idiot Man,
The one who didn't subscribe.
the one who didn't subscribe, says, Jack, what do you think of Ren and Stimpy? What the fuck do you think?
Who doesn't love Ren and Stimpy?
I don't.
Really? What?
Yeah, they're crude for the sake of being crude.
No.
No.
Yeah.
That show had great comedic timing.
I'd have to rewatch that show.
Okay.
It's been.
Then again, yeah, I haven't watched it since I was a kid, but when I was a kid, I thought it was the greatest. I loved the style. John Kricfalusi is a really great artist.
At the time, I remember my thought being, it's no Simpsons.
Well, it's so different from
Yeah,
The Simpsons.
I know.
That's dumb, Rich.
Well, fuck you.
The point is that it's no
I don't
Simpsons.
recall asking what you
I
thought.
was,
Oh, damn.
I was really taken by just the style of it, the images, and John Kricfalusi, that guy, he still does drawings and animation and stuff, and I really like his art style.
Yeah.
He did a Bjork video. I don't know if you ever saw that.
We talked about it on the stream once.
Oh, did we? I don't even remember.
That's okay.
We've talked about so many things.
It's true.
So many things.
Yeah, I remember that was my first foray. I don't know if this was his thing, but
Oh wait, never mind. Go ahead.
the like the close up and the over detailed.
Yeah, like weird veins and snot and
And all the creases of the skin
Yeah.
that you would see in a real.
he made everyone look so grotesque.
Oh, that's great. Powdered Toast Man.
Powdered Toast Man.
Right?
And then he got kicked off of his own show after the first season.
Really?
Yeah, and even as a kid, I noticed something was different because that's when I stopped liking it. And that when I was at that age, I didn't know about the behind the scenes stuff, but I was like, this isn't as funny. Like something feels off.
Yeah.
And I found out years later it was because he was kicked off of his own show.
Why was he kicked off?
I think it had something to do with just creative differences, of, like the type of stuff he wanted to do on the show, and Nickelodeon telling him he couldn't. I think it was something like that.
Sure.
I could be wrong.
I could absolutely see that happening.
But yeah, he was only on the show, I think, for the first season, maybe 1.5 seasons.
Oh man. Yeah, Ren and Stimpy is great, and I can't think. The only people I could see not liking it are people who haven't seen it.
And apparently Rich Evans.
Well, you haven't seen it in a long time, so I'm going to give
Okay.
you a pass. My God. Oh my God, Rich.
That's fine.
It is fine. You did that. A 95 hit combo.
I've gotten 250 before.
Congratulations.
Actually, no, I got 400 more of the challenge rooms.
Oh, nice. Someone on the topic of animation, someone is talking about Invader Zim. Did you ever watch Invader Zim?
Not a single time.
Okay. I'm a big fan of. I'm gonna mess up his name. Jonan Vasquez, Jonan Honan. I don't know how you pronounce it. He did a comic book called Johnny the Homicidal Maniac.
Okay.
Did you ever read that?
No.
Oh my God! I will lend it to you. I have the trade.
Okay.
Super fun alt comic about the main character being a homicidal maniac.
Okay.
Turned and then made a show for Nickelodeon.
The Invader Zim.
Invader Zim. And I remember being okay with it, but it's no Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. It was Johnny the Homicidal Maniac on Nickelodeon. So
Yeah.
I could see for a lot of people, like, if that was your first full foray into, like, his kind of comedy style, being super into it. But it was just because I watched the other thing first, you know. I saw the other thing first. But I'm okay with it in general. I think all the jokes are fine. He's making a Squee movie due this year. Is that true?
Squee?
Squee.
What's that mean?
He was a character. He was a character in Invader Zim.
Oh.
In any case, if you can, go to your local comic book store and or online purveyor of comics and find yourself a copy of Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. Highly recommend that. And Invader Zim is fine. It's fine. Really? What are we really? What? Have you ever seen?
Oh, you got it. Go ahead.
Okay. What? Squee was a character in Johnny the Homicidal Maniac? Is that true? I get it all mixed up. Did you ever see Invader Zim?
No.
Did you ever read Johnny the Homicidal Maniac?
No.
All right, then. There we go. There's Jay's input on the conversation, everyone. I apologize if you wanted more. I have not played The Last of Us because I like games that are games and not games that are stories. And from what I have been told, that game has a lot more story than game. So I'm not very interested in playing it.
That's fair.
Yeah. I'm sure it's fine, and I know obviously it received a ton of awards and.
I'm kind of there. The game aspects of that didn't look very interesting. More shooting and sneaking and things we see everywhere else.
Yeah. Shots fired. Yeah.
What? At
Oh,
Last of
about
Us?
my Last of Us. I just, I'm not interested in the game. Like, there are certain games that I like, and you know how like
I like stories in games, and I'm not interested in that.
right,
So,
kind of looks bland.
yeah.
Yeah. It's almost as if I have a certain taste, and I can tell, or I have like a sense of what a thing will be based on the gameplay footage and trailers. And I make a decision on whether or not I want to. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, guys. It's alright. Don't worry about it. How about the Uncharted games? Did you play any of the Uncharted games?
No.
Horribly boring.
That's how they look.
Yes.
Dullish looking third person shooting
Yep.
with some platforming that rips off Tomb Raider.
Yep, you got it. even like calling it platforming is being generous.
And you know what? I also hate Jack and Daxter.
I don't know if I remember it that much.
Naughty Dog's other famous thing.
Yeah, the Uncharted games are the. I'm trying to think of an apt movie metaphor.
See, Jack and Daxter were kind of bland platforming games.
Mm-hmm. Uncharted is like they're not Jason Bourne movies, but they're the movies like Uncharted would be the movie equivalent of movies that rip off the Jason Bourne movies. Where they're fine action movies, but they mean nothing and they do nothing. I played the first Uncharted, a little bit of the second Uncharted, and for a while there was a Vita Uncharted that was free if you had a PlayStation Plus account. And so I played a little bit of that, and I was horribly bored when I played all of them. No challenge whatsoever. Ugh. Just... It upsets me that I can't think of a good enough movie metaphor right now. Is the thing that's bothering me more about not liking those games. What's a movie? What's like an action movie? Ooh! The Expendables.
Those movies suck.
Right. They give you exactly what they advertise, yet they're still disappointing.
I don't think they do give you what they advertise, though. At least
Maybe
the
not
first
the
one, because the
Expendables.
first one was like a throwback to 80s action movies.
Sure,
With these tough
okay.
dudes. And then there's like CGI blood splatters everywhere. And it sucks.
What's a generic action movie?
Oh, God.
Commando?
No. Like
That's not
modern,
generic. Commando's amazing.
a modern day, just generic action movie by the numbers.
I don't see those movies, so I don't
Exactly.
even know.
It's really hard for me to think of an apt metaphor for why I dislike the Uncharted. Fast and the Furious? Sure, Fast and the Furious. Gone in 60 Seconds? Movies like that?
Fuck you, you fucking son of a bitch.
The Taken movies with Liam Neeson?
Ooh.
Would that work? I've never seen
Absolutely.
any of them, so...
Yeah, I have not. I've also not seen any of them, but I'm sure. Hansel and Gretel, right? November Man, absolutely. White House Down, thank you.
That's a good one.
Backstore.
That's a good one.
Where you know exactly what you're getting, but yeah, I bet you're still disappointed when you watch it. National Treasure. Well, listen, anything with Nick Cage is gold. Because it's got Nick fucking Cage in it. Aye. So in any case, the Uncharted. I'm sure, I mean, obviously they're big franchises. I'm sure people buy them, or else they wouldn't keep making them, so... What I say has no meaning. Jacker J. Opinion on Precious.
Movie?
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
What is it?
Precious.
What is it?
It's a movie.
About?
Was it like the girl has like an abusive mother? I don't really know
Yeah.
much about what it's even about.
It's about an inner city girl with an abusive mother finding her own way in life. All I remember is, do you know of the comedy music band called Garfunkel and Oates?
Oh yeah.
I know of the comedy music band called Gwar.
What? They're not a comedy act.
They're silly.
They're satirical.
Yeah.
Okay.
Garfunkel and Oates had a funny song about Precious called "Runnin' with Chicken." there's
Oh
a
right,
scene
that's a
in-
part of the movie. Yeah.
There's a scene in Precious in which she steals chicken
Yeah.
and then runs away, and that's all I know about Precious.
I think I saw a clip of that scene where she's in the place, the chicken place.
Yeah.
This is vague memories from when the movie first came out. I remember seeing a clip from that scene, and the editing, when like the continuity was like atrocious.
Yeah.
And that's all I remember. I'd have to rewatch it, but I just remember thinking like, this is horrible looking. but I have not seen the movie, so I don't know.
So that's we got it.
That's neither of us have seen it.
We neither of us have seen it. That's our precious. I can tell you about Gwar. I fucking love Gwar.
I don't know much about Gwar.
I mean, anything you think you know about Gwar is true.
Yeah, I mean, I know they wear the costumes, but I don't think I've ever listened to their music.
No, you don't listen to Gwar. You go see
go
them
to the
live.
shows,
Yeah.
sure.
I shot for a local music establishment. I was one of the camera operators for a Halloween Gwar show,
Oh, really?
and it was awesome. I only got hired because I had my own camera with AV outs, and they scammed me out of some money.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, so I can talk about them because they were assholes.
That.
The Rave Eagles Club. Gwar.
Yeah.
Gwar has Halloween shows at the Rave Eagles Club. And it was a great lesson as a freelancer. A hard lesson to learn. But if you are a freelance worker and someone tries to pay you less than the amount that you state in promise of future work,
Oh, God.
it's never true.
Yeah.
It's never, ever true. You will never get future work from them. And that's what the Rave Eagles Club did.
Yes, at least you saw Gwar.
Exactly. I saw Gwar, and had a really fun time being a camera operator for their live show, which is great. They shoot fake blood and vomit, and there was a giant penis that I think was cut off at one point.
Yeah, I have some friends that went to a Gwar show a few years ago, and they were close enough where they got covered in blood.
Yeah.
And then as they were driving home, they got pulled over.
Yeah.
Like, unrelated, they got pulled over, and the cops, like, looking in, like, what the hell?
Nice. Nice. I don't know if this is true, but apparently one of our subscribers, Hello Draco, was a former tour manager for Gwar.
What?
What? Is that true? Oh yeah, no. Oh guys, it was not Gwar. Gwar did not stiff me.
No, that's the venue.
That is the
You're talking
venue. That is not Gwar. The venue is responsible for paying cameramen. It was for the Rave Eagles Club had some sort of like live pay-per-view event, and so I was just one of the camera operators. No disrespect meant to Gwar.
Sure.
All disrespect meant to the Rave and Eagles Club of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, who...
That place has
stiffed me.
shitty acoustics, too.
Yeah, that place is shit. That place is shit and everything is shit.
Ooh, how do you do this? Oh, I see.
Gwar wouldn't stiff you, they would make you stiff. If you get what I'm saying. You guys.
Alright, made it through there.
No, Jack is not dissing Gwar. I know you're being funny. I don't want to diss Gwar because those fuckers will kill you.
Didn't the lead singer die? Like this year or last year?
Recently.
Passed away?
Yeah. Yes,
That's
yes he
sad.
did. Yes it is.
Rest in peace. Everybody died this year.
Everybody dies.
Everybody's dying.
Everybody dies. Hey y'all. Everybody dies.
Everybody poops.
Everybody dies, everybody poops. And if you're not doing one, you're doing the other. And if you're not doing one, watch out. If you stop pooping, people, go see a doctor. Get that
Yes.
Obamacare.
Yes.
You get there. Or eat some spinach. It's high in fiber. Also in protein.
I like spinach.
I like spinach too. I like spinach too. I have spinach every day with my eggs. It's great. Make a little spinach egg bean scramble. Get some salsa verde in there. Shit, dog.
Oh man, that sounds good.
It's really is. It's great. Little salsa verde. You know what I've been doing lately? Little sriracha.
Ooh.
Just make that shit extra spicy.
Oh, of course.
This game is so fantastic. By the way, just watching you play it brings back happy memories of me playing it. The blending of the light and the dark world for platforming puzzles, just beautiful. Just beautiful. Poop again! Jack likes spinach, hates Cave Story. I don't hate Cave Story. We've had this conversation. I thought it was okay.
That means you hate it.
I know. You people with your extremes. There's such a thing called nuance.
He says Guacamelee has no consequences for death, but he didn't like Dark Souls. There's two extremes going on here. and we can find a middle ground. We can do it.
It's true. Opinions can have nuances and caveats and what do you call it when it's something about personal experience?
Personal experience.
Anecdotal evidence. Anecdotes. Guys, Cave Story is fine. I know Cave Story was supposed to be a big deal, but I played it too late. Cave Story was apparently an early indie title that helped pave the way for modern indie titles being so awesome. And I played it later after I had already played the other indie titles that came after it, so I thought it was just alright. That's the story. It's true. Subjectivity? Subjectivity is fine. I was thinking of, like when you have to like make a case, when you are, say, stating a scientific theory, you need objective evidence.
Yes.
But so then there's a thing called anecdotal evidence, where you say, well, my grandpa ate 2 tablespoons of salt every day, and he lived to be 100, so 2 tablespoons of salt must be good for everyone. That's anecdotal evidence. It's not real. It works well when you're working with opinions and shit. Also, I'm getting a little crazy. Oh my god, that's a great name. Citizen Kanye West. Citizen Kanye West just subscribed. Thank you for 1, the awesome name, and 2, for subscribing. We really appreciate it. Why is everyone so butthurt? Asks totally not Bruce Wayne.
Why is everyone so butthurt?
About things in general. Why do people get defensive about these things?
I don't know.
If we knew the answer to that, we would be a lot better off than we are now, I guess is all I'm saying.
Do people still get butthurt? Is that still an expression that people use? Butthurt?
Totally not Bruce Wayne, just said it.
Okay.
Here's my real talk on that, which is the things that we like or dislike help describe who we are as people.
Yes.
They are the flags that we wave. And so, when you choose to wave a flag and someone says they dislike that flag, it affects us as people.
Fuck him.
Because it affects the way we view ourselves, how other people view us. Which is, I'm getting deep and boring.
So are you saying the more, like, the people that not complain, but get upset at the idea of you liking something they don't, they're more insecure?
Possibly.
I would say that.
Possibly. I think that would be a fair analysis of the situation.
Okay.
Is they use these external things to define pieces of themselves.
Mm.
And so then when you don't like the thing that they like, it means that the thing that they use to define themselves is not liked. Therefore, you don't like them.
Okay.
Like
So, yeah.
Star Wars fans.
Like,
Yeah. Prequel fans?
Uh-huh.
right. So yeah, maybe insecurities. I think that's a good way to put it, Jay.
Okay.
You hometown markup, absolutely. I will write a long form essay on butthurt. Oh, you want to talk about Teleglitch? Let's fucking talk about Teleglitch. I took some of my some of the time off in which I was not working the past couple days to play a game that I've really been wanting to play called Teleglitch, and it's super badass. Much like Binding of Isaac, it's a twin stick shooter. Roguelike, so you only get one life to make it through the whole thing. Randomized levels, but it's set in this very depressing world in which you're on an alien planet and there are zombies. But
Are they alien zombies?
maybe they're alien zombies. I don't know yet. I haven't gotten the full story.
Okay.
Which would suck anyway because I hate all stories in all games. But the execution of this game is very strange, and it's very... What were you talking about the other day with a movie that made you feel sick in a good way? Enemy, or...
Probably Enemy, yeah.
It's a game that did that to me. The execution of the layout of the levels... they have this sort of fog of war thing where you can't see certain things.
Okay.
And sometimes it makes me feel really ill, and I think it's purposeful.
Okay.
It's very bleak and very wonderful. Teleglitch is great. Yeah, I've been really enjoying it.
Yeah.
And they have like a crafting system where you collect all these items, but you only have so many slots, and you can craft stuff, and it's very nice. All very nice. I'm getting a little wound up. I feel like I'm yelling.
No, you're not yelling.
Okay.
Would you want to play the game?
No, you're doing it. You're on a great run. A great no death run. But I say you got to keep it going.
No death-ish.
Well,
I'm still not sure how to count those like this.
right. That was our rule from the get-go.
I know.
And your logic behind that being that there is no
Skull and crossbones.
there's no skull and crossbones, I'm going to allow it. Gonna allow it. Oh, that's an interesting question.
What?
Comic San 120. I will put that out to the group. Do you think that you would be willing to like something that you previously disliked and vice versa?
It's happened before.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. I'm trying to think of an example of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am too, but I know it's happened.
I know it's happened. And I don't think it's a matter of willing to like something that you didn't used to like. It's just, you're coming at it from a different perspective, maybe, or your tastes have changed.
Sure.
Oh, God, what would be an example of that? I know there's plenty of things that I used to like that I would watch now and not like.
Yeah, that's easy.
Things you like as a kid, that's easier, yeah. Something that I didn't like that now I do. Oh, God, I don't even know.
I mean, like spinach. Yeah.
Well, if we're talking, I'm thinking of movies, but if we're talking food, yeah. Spinach, I fucking love spinach. I didn't like that when I was little.
I will eat the shit out of some spinach and broccoli.
Yeah.
I want to say Master of Orion. I think I took a look at that game as a younger man, and I thought, oh, this looks boring.
Okay,
This
sure.
looks boring. And then I played it, and I'm like, oh my fucking god! This is amazing!
Sure. I can remember a story about liking something and then figuring out that I disliked it. What was the Tim Robbins Goes to Mars movie? Face of Mars, Mask of Mars.
There's a movie called Mission to Mars.
Mission
Tim
to
Robbins in
Mars.
that?
Yes.
I think it was Brian De Palma directed that. I never saw it.
It's a terrible movie.
I remember hearing it was bad.
But for some reason, when I saw that in the theater, I had convinced myself that it was a good movie, and I cannot explain why I thought this. Because
Well, it's Brian De Palma. I'm sure it looked fine.
days later, I go back and I go to the theater again to watch it with a different person.
Oh, yeah?
Because I was like, this movie is great, and I watched it again days later,
Wow.
This could be the end.
and it was terrible, Jay.
Wow, I've never had my opinion changed that quickly. Usually it's something I watched as a kid, and then I watch it as an adult,
Sure.
and it sucks, but...
No, this was very real, and I knew it right away, and
Ah!
more so because I had recommended we go see it because I had just enjoyed it so much.
Huh.
And then almost immediately I realized I was wrong.
Interesting.
And that was way before I did drugs. So nice one, Rich. Nice one.
Is Mission to Mars better than Ghosts of Mars? I don't know if you ever saw
I've
that.
seen Ghosts of Mars.
John Carpenter directed. It's pretty bad.
Let's see here. Okay, so now something that a piece of art or something that we did not like.
When I was younger, I didn't like Nirvana. When Nirvana came out, I was like, how old are you in 6th grade? I was that age.
Okay.
And I didn't like them, because at that age I was into like Weird Al, and I was
Yeah.
like, this music's like screamy and depressing.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I got into like high school, I started to like Nirvana.
I'm still not that into Nirvana.
Okay, fair enough. But that's one that I can think of where my opinion changed.
Okay.
But
With
that's
age.
still going along with age, which I guess is probably going to be the case with anything we come up with.
That's what I'm trying to think of something that there was less of an age gap.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there's something, but I cannot think of it.
Yeah. Was there anything along the same lines? Was there anything that maybe won you over midway through, like a movie that maybe started off a little bad but ended brilliantly, or or where you went in with super low expectations and then the movie gradually won you over?
There probably is. I can't think of anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're asking a good question, whoever asked that question.
We're just bad at remembering anything.
It's too good of a question.
Yeah.
Because it's in there somewhere. I mean, I can tell you, as a gamer, as a younger gamer, there is no way I would have the patience for FTL. Because I liked games like this. I liked fighting and the super pew-pews. And so the fact that I have so many hours into FTL is a sign that my opinion has definitely changed. I can now appreciate the slower burn of some games. I'm still not 100% like Rich is, but
I'm fucking rocking this guy.
you really are. You're fucking his shit. I can tell you for the longest time I did not play first-person shooters because I got terribly motion sick.
Oh, I can see that.
That was before I got a computer. So, PC Master Race all the way. As soon as I got a computer and played first-person shooters correctly, still with a controller, people, I stopped getting motion sick.
If you're playing with a controller jack, you're not playing correctly.
You shut the fuck up!
Oh, you know an example, and I mentioned earlier in the stream, The Master, the Paul Thomas Anderson movie.
Oh,
It's not that I disliked it the first time I saw it. Something about it wasn't clicking with me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I rewatched it again, and I was like, this is great!
Oh.
Joaquin Phoenix is jerking off into the ocean. This is great. His character in that movie is just fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it was a hard movie to get into.
There you go.
So there's an example.
That's a fine example. A fine example.
I feel like that might be the case if I ever rewatch Only God Forgives, too. Or I have a feeling I would like it more on a repeat viewing
Sure.
than I did the first time I saw it. And that's another one I didn't dislike it. But, again, I felt like I was missing something.
Yeah, and I felt like that mid movies, where it's like you watch something like There Will Be Blood, which has a very deliberate pace about it. But if you're not on the same wavelength,
Yeah.
you won't get it until the when it all comes together into a brilliant sort of slow burn. But I remember not necessarily being in the mood to watch There Will Be Blood.
Okay.
And it won me over as I watched it.
Yeah.
It slowed me down.
Okay. Yeah. There's some movies like that where you have to be in the right frame of mind to start watching it.
Yeah.
'Cause that movie does start off pretty slow. I think it's great, but
Oh, of course it's great, but But you know. This game is beautiful. Game is beautiful. I can tell you something that I was really excited to watch and was horribly disappointed by.
Oh, there's been plenty of those.
No, I was trying to think recently, which was They Came Together.
Oh, yeah, you didn't like it.
I really didn't.
I thought it was hilarious.
I fucking love everyone involved with that movie. And I was horribly disappointed. But perhaps on a rewatch, I would find it more entertaining.
It's possible.
Because I fucking love everyone involved with that movie. All the time. My love for everyone involved with that movie is unwavering. But I thought the movie was really bad.
Mm.
So, maybe that needs a rewatch.
Did you watch the last couple of David Wayne directed movies before that, though?
I saw the,
There's Role Models and Wanderlusts.
Oh, no, I hadn't seen either of those.
Okay. See, those are his more mainstream. Like, he did Role Models. I guess is kind of a director for hire.
Yeah.
And it's a very mainstream, kind of typical comedy.
Sure.
It's not bad. It's well done for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like a Wet Hot American Summer or The State.
It's
like,
not a David
that type
Wayne,
of humor,
right.
yeah. And same with Wanderlust. So when I saw They Came Together, I was like, oh, this is a return to what he was doing. This is great.
Oh, sure, and I never left what he was doing, so I was horribly disappointed.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Oh, yeah. Perspective.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is our unique... The unique ways in which we live our lives and see the things we see reflect on how we perceive works of art.
No, it means you're stupid pants.
Stupid pants? This is what you're going with? I like it, Rich. I like it. Yeah, I think the 10 was the last one I saw of his.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, did he? And he did the Baxter too, right? Or was that just Michael Showalter?
Michael Showalter.
Yeah.
David Wayne is in it, but he didn't write or direct it.
Right. Right.
And I like the Baxter. I think you didn't like it that much, right?
I did not. I got the joke.
Peter Dinklage is in that movie, and he's great in it.
Stupid pants, new emoticon. Absolutely. You guys like David Fincher movies?
Yes.
Yes?
David Fincher is a quality filmmaker, even when he's working with not the best material. I may have more to say about him in an upcoming episode of one of our programs.
Whoa!
Yeah, no, I love David Fincher.
Yeah. I agree.
The only movie of his, because there's been multiple movies of his where I say that the craftsmanship outweighs the maybe less than stellar script or story.
Yeah.
The only movie that I couldn't get past that with was The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. That's one where I felt like his style was at such odds with the script and what the tone of the movie should have been or was probably thought to be when it was written, where I that's the only one of his that I just don't like.
You know what? I don't even think about that as one of his movies.
Yeah, see, because it's so different.
Yeah.
Like that's the type of movie, and I generally don't like schmaltzy, feel-good type movies, but that script was written with that kind of tone in mind. You can tell.
Absolutely.
And then he hired David Fincher, who was like this cynical asshole, to make it. It was at such odds, I didn't get it. And it's just a scene-for-scene remake of Forrest Gump. As far as the script goes, it's the exact same movie. You got the Jenny character, you got the Lieutenant Dan character. It's the same thing.
Kinda.
And I believe it's the same writer, too.
I would absolutely believe that.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Absolutely. I think we've discussed this on the stream before about my dislike of the girl with the dragon tattoo.
Oh, okay. See, I like that one.
Everything about that movie except for the filmmaking.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Oh, sure. That's kind of how I felt when I first saw it. I rewatched it, though, like last year, and I actually liked it a lot more as a story the second time through. So, oh, there's another example then. There you go.
What? I thought the story was so dull.
Yeah.
It was a simple.
Have you seen it a second time?
I have not seen it a second time.
Okay.
Maybe this is the problem. It was just so dull. It was a simple. It was an episode of CSI.
I appreciated the details of it the second time that I didn't exactly pick up on maybe the first time.
I thought his filmmaking was uncanny.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Every single frame is beautiful.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was really boring, and I did not much care for the character arcs and that side of it. What else has he done, David Fincher?
He did Fight Club.
Fight
He did
Club.
Seven.